What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Tazzz and Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a guns? It's Philly. That's Tazzz. It's the Tazzz and Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. What is up, everybody? Welcome back, Fantastics. Welcome back, Home Fries. We are going down the home free rabbit hole again tonight. We got a nice subscriber request here that Tazzz will give a shout out to, but it's a song by Home Free called Brothers in Arms. I can tell you for sure I have not heard this song by them, so very interested to hear what they have to offer. Obviously, extremely talented group, a lot of beautiful sounds and harmonizing, and should be a good one. I understand this was probably a little bit more serious than the Butts medley one that we just reacted to, so that'll be cool to see another side. And I don't have a whole lot to say because we haven't watched it and I don't know much about it. So Tazzz, feel free to give your shout out, and then we will get into Home Free.
This shout out goes to two people that I have chosen. The first one is Brenda Grothier and Denise Landry. So Brenda Grothier and Denise Landry, this song is for you.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Denise. Appreciate that very much. And anybody else, please keep the requests coming because we love reacting to them, and you guys will keep narrating the channel. So again, you got anything else you want to say? Or you want to get into it?
Now, this particular time, let's get right into it. Since it's serious, I want to see the opposite to calm down from the Butts medley. So I'm interested to see what's going on, and I'll have stuff to say afterwards. So here we go.
Mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands and always will be. Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farms, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battles raged higher, and though they did hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. There's so many different worlds, so many different suns, and we have just one world, but we live in different ones. Now the sun's gone to hell, and the moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the starlight. Every line in your palm, we're forced to make war on our brothers in arms.
That guy's voice is wild, man. It's the deepest shit I've ever heard. I don't know how it gets any more deep than that, really. The song was deep, but that guy's voice is just, it's, I used to think about that guy from Boys II Men that sang real deep. Mike, I think is his name. I could be wrong on which one it was, but this guy's voice is like an octave that I don't even know how to describe that. Like, I don't know if that's like how he really talks. Like, I wonder if he obviously the guy's probably got a deep voice. I've never heard him talk before. Have you?
I can't imagine he's faking it. But
no, but I mean, you can listen. Here's my voice.
What you said, right? Is that he can really talk? You said.
No. Listen, here's my voice, right? And then I can go. I can get deeper, but I mean, I'm wondering if is he embellishing that at all, or is that like literally the octave of his sound?
Oh, let us know in the comments, because I'm sure at least one home fry knows. But it threw me for a minute, because. Yeah, you don't often run into somebody or hear somebody with that deep of a voice. Like, it was so deep in a good way. I was wondering, like, maybe I didn't get through puberty yet. I thought puberty was back at 13 years old. I was like, I'm not, so it threw me for a minute there, but it's so, I'm trying to think of how to say, I mean, it's a compliment. It's something I don't come across with. Like, we mentioned Cher a while ago because she has a deep voice for a female, but you don't hear any Cher songs often or anybody who sounds like Cher often until we started reacting to Deanna, who has that area. And then now we have this guy, because I haven't personally heard Boyz II Men in like ages, and there's not that many singers that come around with deep voices. So here we are again, fast forwarding it, and now introduced to this guy. And since he had, of the reactions that we've done for Home Free, this is the first time where he had a large part in the song. So you really had nothing but to listen is his deep voice. And it's not something I hear often. So at first I didn't know how to take it. I'm like, damn, that is just so damn deep. But then it started growing on me like, wow, like that really makes the song more like deep, like in depth, and that's the perfect thing for this particular song. I mean, if you're talking about brothers in arms, something very serious, very sad. I mean, I feel like a deep voice really hits home more so than if it was somebody with a tenor voice or whatever doing this part. And then the harmonies to blend in and back it up. Like, it was just so beautifully intertwined vocally. You know what I mean? What do you say, Philly?
Yeah, I mean, I think they all have beautiful voices, but like his voice is unique. Like when I listen to him, I go, he carries a tune, right? I don't think he's got by far the best voice in the group. He's got one of the most unique voices in the group. But when they harmonize together, all those sounds along with that deep sound together, it's incredible. Like I don't know if I'm trying to explain that without sounding like I'm dissing him, because that's not what I'm doing. I like his voice and I like the way it sounds, but I think if you put them all in like a one-off singing contest, I don't think he's the guy with the most beautiful voice in the group, if that makes sense. But when then they kind of get together, it all really blends perfectly. But regardless,
yeah, unless there's a song you guys can send us, like where he's actually singing, like does his voice change up or whatever? Because he was singing it, but it was almost like he was singing, talking it still well, but it was so deep. But can he harmonize deep? Like, is that his does he, when does he sing? Like in the other songs, he was more in the background a little bit, so he was singing and blending, but you couldn't really hear him. But now, like this, was this intentionally done where he was like talking it, like if he was the narrator almost to this sad story?
There was a song years ago by a group called the Crash Test Dummies. It was, once there was a boy who, you might remember the song. It was out in like the mid 90s. But anyway, he had a deep ass voice like that too. That's the only thing I can think of that it reminds me of.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, we keep it raw and authentic. So neither one of us is saying that it was bad or he sounded bad. It's just that it's like a shell shock. We don't often come across deep voices, and I'm not sure, like, was this intentionally done where he was like kind of like the narrator and he wasn't like singing at his full potential, but he was more being like the narrator type voice? Or are there any other songs where he's actually singing and harmonizing, if that makes sense? It's the only other way I could explain it without saying that we're dissing him. No, we're not doing it at all.
I think this is just his sound, because even when he's in the background, it never changes. It's the same deep.
I don't really hear him. I hear him blended in the background, but this is like straight up in your face, and it's a very slow song. It's not up tempo.
The first one we listened to, I forget what the hell it was called now.
That was the one where they were in the country.
Yes.
Oh, what the heck was it? The No Monica.
Yeah, I'm blanking out on what it's called now. But regardless, that particular song, yes, he was in the background harmonizing a little on that too. But there were some parts where he had a small solo bit where you could. It doesn't really make it. I don't want to go off on a tangent just on that guy specifically, but he just has such a unique voice. I thought the whole thing was good. I mean, they're harmonizing. Their harmonizations are beautiful.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. Like that's a sad song and everything, and kind of like it's not like it's not something I would necessarily seek out, but I appreciate everything they brought to the table with that. As far as the quality of their vocals and how they blended well together, and the power of the message in the music, all of it was really cool. It was cool to hear. Doesn't surprise me that they're able to do something like that. I mean, obviously they're kind of eclectic in all the different directions that they can go. It's a testament to what they're able to do, honestly. But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. We might have been confusing, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I know that this is supposed to be a slow paced song. I'm not saying it should have been up tempo at all. It's not meant to be. It doesn't deserve that. But the harmonizations was amazing. The highs and the lows and the breaks in between, and everything was beautiful. I just want to personally know, is his voice more supposed to be like the dynamic and like spoken singing like that, or does he have other levels? Like, can he lessen his deepness and sing in different other pitches? I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm not a musical person, so I don't know the exact words, but you get what I'm saying. So that's what we want to know. But I loved the song very much. It's just not something I always hear when it comes to a deep voice. It's been years, honestly. So it's unique in a good way. I just want to know more about it. So
it's like some Barry White shit or something.
Yes. So like I said, we keep it real. We keep it very real here on the channel. We're eager to know more about that. We're not some channels who will be like, "Oh, I loved it. Oh, it was great," and don't say anything else about it. Like we, I want to know more about his voice particularly. Everybody else, I'm already used to those tones, and they blend it well. It's like a web. It's all like all up in there of harmonies. Love
Okay,
it.
Charlotte.
But yeah, I just want to know more about the guy with the deep voice. I didn't memorize their names yet. Forgive me, I'm very bad with names, and we're talking about like 5 of them, so that's going to take a while. No disrespect. It took a while to say my own name when I was a baby, so
What? Okay, that's an interesting parallel. Well, well, with that being
Anyway,
said, I don't know where else to go after that other than maybe voting for it. So what do you think?
we could vote. Let's vote.
All right, let's do that. So anybody new to the channel, guess what we do now is we vote here. It's a 2 rating system. It is ass or pass. Essentially, if the song sucks, it's ass. So we'll give it a thumbs down. And if the song does not suck and we pass it, we give it a thumbs up. So very simple. Anybody that's been here a while, you guys know the drill. We're going to rate it now. Tazzz will count to 3. I'll drum roll. We'll rate this bad boy. We'll get into the next reaction video. Tazzz, are you ready?
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Love the song.
Yeah, the song was very cool. Voices were very cool. Blending of them were very cool. Thank you.
Very sad, very somber.
Yeah.
Song.
Notice how they were kind of like translucent in that video too.
Yeah, and I don't know what years we're jumping back and forth and all this, but like the one guy looks like he had gray hair, and I don't know, did he age that much, or was that intended like for him like to have been through the war or whatever, and he's aged? I could have sworn he had gray hair. I don't know if that's the lighting that hit it. And I didn't know if one of the guys looked like he was a new person. I don't know, or unless he got a haircut. I didn't really memorize all their faces yet, so I don't know if they interchanged and got new singers like through the course of time. So let us know on that too. But that one guy, I swear he looked like he had gray hair, like streaks of gray. And I know they're all like young, even though you don't have to be old necessarily to get gray hair. But let us know. We like to be educated. We like to make you part of the channel if you're watching this for the first time. Yes, I can Google it, but Google's boring sometimes. Why do that when I can have real live people responding? So we like reading stuff. So yeah, other than that, close us out, best friend.
All right. Well, we'd love to thank you guys for always coming through and checking out the reaction videos. We appreciate you all so much. To all the fantastics, to all the home fries, thank you again for coming back. We plan to react to plenty more home free, so keep requesting them. Let us know, even outside of home free, who you want us to react to, because as we always said, you guys are pushing the narration of the channel. You'll tell us where to go. It's a choose your own adventure station. So you tell us what the next adventure is going to be. So again, thank you for being here, spending the last 18 minutes with Tazzz and I as we reacted to this. And we will be back shortly with another reaction video. I am Philly. That is Tazzz. It is the Tazzz and Philly show. Have a wonderful night. Peace.
And take it easy and keep it breezy.